If you have ever worked with PowerShell functions, you know that mandatory parameters help enforce input, but what if you also want to set a default value for these parameters? In this video, we will explore how to display default values for mandatory parameters in PowerShell. Stick around to learn the best techniques. Before diving into details, here's a quick overview of the three methods we will cover. Method 1, using an if condition inside the function. Method 2, leveraging the $PSCmdlet.ParameterSetName property. Method 3, implementing DynamicParam for advanced scenarios. Now let's break them down one by one. The first method uses an if condition inside the function to check whether the parameter is empty. If it is, we assign a default value. Here we define a function called get-info with a mandatory parameter called $name. Inside the function, we check if $name is empty and assign it a default value if needed. Let's test our function. If we call it without passing a value, PowerShell will prompt us for input because the parameter is mandatory. However, once entered, we can still assign a default value inside the function. The second method leverages $PSCmdlet.ParameterSetName. This approach allows us to define multiple parameter sets, where one set includes a default value. Here we create two parameter sets. If the user does not provide a name, the script automatically selects the default parameter set and assigns $default name. Let's test this function. Calling get-info without arguments outputs hello default user. Calling get-info with name equals Alice outputs hello Alice. The third method is using DynamicParam, which allows us to set a default value dynamically. This is useful for more complex scenarios. This function dynamically sets the default value for $name using DynamicParam. It ensures the parameter remains mandatory while allowing a predefined value. Let's see it in action. Calling get-info without arguments outputs hello default user. Calling get-info with name equals Alice outputs hello Alice. To summarize, we explored three methods using an if condition, leveraging $PSCmdlet.ParameterSetName, implementing DynamicParam. Choose the best approach based on your needs. If you found this helpful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe for more PowerShell tutorials.